You're watching Inside Kolkata, and we're in conversation with the TMC's Derek O'Brien. Derek, as you get ready for the 2016 elections, what is going to be the priority? What are going to be the key areas, the cornerstones as far as your campaign strategy or election strategy are concerned?
The first one is development and express whatever we've done for development. The second, third and the fourth cornerstones are development. That's just our single story. How
do you bring private investment back? Because you've got a roadmap as far as 2020 is concerned, and so far it has largely been driven by public expenditure. But to be able to achieve the kind of double-digit growth targets that you hope to, you will need private investment and large private investment. How do you achieve that?
I think that is a challenge. But there again, the focus is in the first 4-5 years has not been that one big ticket investment. The focus has been is a little more widespread. Look at our MSME number. MSME in Bengal is like hot. On a completely different point, you know, the MSME department in Bengal has come up with this brilliant idea. The program starts in a few months on the Bengali channel, where they've taken, like a reality show, it is a reality show, where they've taken 13 good, promising, good word, promising. It's like a young Turks of Bengal, and these 13 will be competing against each other. They'll be making a presentation, and they'll be presenting this program. And guess who's hosting the program?
You.
You know, if that's very kind of you, but a brand name 100 times bigger than me. Okay. Maybe 1,000 times bigger than me.
Who's hosting?
Saurav Ganguly. Okay, so now we came up with this idea. The West Bengal government came up with this idea. Now you heard the idea, even you, wow, that's, you know, it's, and what is the program called? Egiye Bangla, means go ahead Bengal. You know, so there's stuff like this happening.
Okay.
And there are already hundreds of young entrepreneurs, but if you're talking about a single big ticket, no.
Okay.
But, you know, there's a lot of other stuff happening.
You just talked about how the Chief Minister is reaching out to foreign investors, whether it's the UK or inviting them here into West Bengal.
We're going to the US next year. Hello, by the way.
All right.
US IBC have invited Mamata Di. She's accepted the invitation. Let me tell you, no one knows. This is the first time I'm telling you. This happened only a few hours ago.
Okay.
And next year we should be making a trip, maybe sometime in July, August, and Hillary Clinton will be the front runner there, so she's going to have a good meeting with Mamata Di, and whoever the Republican front runner will have, and we're going to be about for a week between Washington and New York.
Okay, so since you're reaching out to investors in the UK as well as the US, is there likely to be a change in your strategy when it comes to FDI? Because so far, whether it's FDI in insurance, FDI in retail, the Trinamool position, like the CPM position, has always been no. Are you likely to change your approach to FDI?
Don't say Trinamool and CPM in the same breath.
True. At least on that front, there's convergence.
If you come to Kolkata and if you mention CPM and Trinamool in the same breath, then that whole sentence will get very polluted. So anyway, I'll give you a Rasgulla after the shoot to correct that. But no, on FDI, our position has been consistent on FDI. We are not opposed to FDI per se. We are opposed to certain sectors of FDI.
Yeah, so FDI in insurance is not acceptable to you, FDI in pension is not acceptable to you, FDI in retail is not acceptable to you. So where is FDI supposed to come in? What are you wooing them to come to West Bengal?
Yeah, not in insurance. 2008, with that big crash, what would have happened there? Thank the Lord, all these things didn't happen, and thank the Lord we were opposed to them. In this case, we have to acknowledge the CPM also had the same policy, but we gave them the warning. So it is not. Like for example, in defense, you know. So I don't think our position is we are being, you know, cussed or something. It's a carefully thought out position, and I think we can find alternatives within the Indian space.
Okay, but let me ask you this, Derek, in terms of challenges, since we're talking about perception. And you were talking about match fixing between the Congress and the BJP on the land acquisition bill.
So many bills.
Okay, I'm using that as one instance. The left, as well as the Congress, claim that there is match fixing between the TMC and the BJP when it comes to Sharda. How would you respond to that?
To
the Sharda scam.
Nonsense.
And is that going
No,
to, in
nonsense.
terms of,
I can't
in terms
comment.
of perception,
You
has
want
that
me to
not
comment?
damaged the credibility and the perception of the Mamata Banerjee government as being incorruptible?
Shereen, may I ask you in my old avatar now, may I ask you a question? How do you judge what is public perception? You judge it when people come out to vote. There's in a parliamentary democracy, there cannot be.
Sure.
All these chit fund nonsense, etc. Three things. One, election after election, municipal, rural, Kolkata municipal, we've been sweeping elections, so the it's cutting no ice with anybody.
Okay.
That's my first point. Second, the chit fund menace or cancer has been on for a very, very long time, even from the days of the left. Third and most important, look at different Indian states and look at Bengal. We have the strictest stringent law now in place after the disaster, and we passed this bill in the assembly. We are the ones who've got this really tight law in place. What has the central government done, or what has anyone else done on clamping down on chit funds? So chit funds, three quick points. One, it cuts no ice with the voter. Number three, as I said, it has absolutely, now we've got this very tight law. And the second point I made earlier to you.
Okay, so let me ask you
now. You said, how is that linked to a political? What is that got to do with the political? There's nothing to do with the political. Now, I want to take your question one more point further when you say, then perceive that we supported the BJP on something. So we supported the BJP. We didn't support the BJP. There's a difference between All India Trinamool Congress, the party, and there's a difference between All India Trinamool Congress, parliamentary party. So that's the difference. So if we want a good law and if we study legislation, it's got nothing to do with Mamata Banerjee will meet Narendra Modi. One minister will meet the urban development minister. There's a clear difference.
Okay. What is going to be the areas of priority for you now as we get closer to 2016 in terms of the economic roadmap? Dr. Mitra, in consultation with the Chief Minister, has clearly put together what they would like to achieve as far as reforms are concerned in terms of growth numbers and so on and so forth. But what will be the political priorities for you?
No, the political, they're not political priorities. I think in Mamata Di's lexicon, they are people priorities. So what have we done for the people? How have we had changed their lives? Whether it's through a Kanyashri, whether it's giving bicycles, whether it is it's more than a dole out and a handout government because I've given you those as an example. There are certain very strong ideas which we've come up with. You know, those ideas to be implemented. You find out this how in Bengal. I'll give you one little example. Healthcare. Healthcare was in the pits. Now healthcare has not suddenly become excellent, but at least on the pits, there's a basic, level of healthcare. If you look at the number of these units to support children, there were 7 of them opened in 30 years of front road. There are now 75 of these units which have been opened. Okay, you go to the hospitals in Bengal, at least how they look, long way to go. You cannot compare it, I know, to the private hospitals. But in the period of in the sphere of healthcare, these are the little things which have I wouldn't say little, but these are the things which have happened on the ground. Cancer treatment for children below 18 in Bengal, it's free. Medicines are available at 40 to 50% discount, 60% discount. See, Shereen, the thing is, you have to get your money from somewhere, then to give it out on these social sector schemes. Or that's a limited budget. Or you come up with those 1 or 2 big ideas, and this is what has been our strength. We haven't come up with an idea of a canteen. It's a nice idea, it's working in Tamil Nadu. But there are a lot of these ideas where it is actually touching people's lives. That's why people are time and again in Bengal voting for the Trinamool Congress. Now, your CNBC
yes.
viewers, now I don't know how many of the CNBC viewing the program, with all due respect to all your viewers, once you study Bengal, go on to see and study Bengal, then you will see what are the real numbers, and it's a good time to get in because we're going to be there for the next 5 years, and this is a nice time too. So I want more of you guys to come. Get onto the West Bengal government website. Thank you, Shereen, for giving me the chance to do a 15-second plug because my party invariably has no money to run a campaign.
But since you are plugging the government, is there room for rapprochement with the Tata Group? Because Mr. Ratan Tata on several occasions has blamed Mamata Banerjee for what happened as far as the Singur project is concerned, with what happened as far as the Tata Nano is concerned.
No.
When you talk about wooing investors, bringing investors back, this is one of the largest, pedigreed conglomerates in this country.
Where this is perception from, I'll give you some. We have nothing like this. I'll tell you as a party. And I'm sure, and I'm also telling you as a government, there is absolutely no problem. We are doing work with Tatas. Tatas have won many bids and they're doing some work in Bengal. So I don't think there is, this is some part of history. We've all moved on. Obviously, that Singur was part of our philosophy. They had their own view. CPM had a view. Ours was our view. So I think there's no being, petty about it. No, we are doing business with anybody. We'll do business with anyone, and there's nothing wrong. I mean, you know, Shereen, as I speak with you, I'm spokesperson of Trinamool, Congress, etc. My father is fighting his battle against cancer at a hospital run by the Tatas. There's no problem. And I don't mean to say just the cancer hospital. We do business with anybody, and Mamata has a very, very open mind. Tatas have won many bids. Why only Tatas? Everybody. Tata, Ambani, Birla, anybody. As long as it's transparent. I shouldn't use that word on your program because that is patented by Dr. Mitra. So we put his leg about it. But
he'll get the opportunity to use it several times tomorrow. But let me end by asking you, Derek, as far as land is concerned now, because the ordinance has not been re-promulgated. What we understand the strategy is now going to be is that state governments will be empowered to take a call as far as their own land acquisition law is concerned. I understand that Tamil Nadu has already deviated from the 2013 Act. It's gotten presidential assent, and this is going to be the model that will be adopted by other state governments. Perhaps Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh will follow suit.
No.
What is going to be the
approach? Ours is very clear. There's no question of forcible acquisition. 100% consent. We are not budging one bit. Here are the numbers I brought for you. There is 4,500 acres of land in Bengal with full infrastructure ready. Land is not a problem in Bengal, but we will not. That's actually a very good number, and we do not and will not allow this forcible acquisition. It has to be 100% compensation. I always give my friends one example. You know, there are 10 bungalows being sold at Lodi Road in Delhi, private bungalows. Now 8 of those bungalow owners decided to sell their bungalows. Number 1, whatever. But bungalow number 5 and bungalow number 9 owner didn't want to sell. So they sat on the bungalow. So the whatever project didn't come up. But no one could tell bungalow number 5 owner and bungalow number 7 owner is that, hello, 8 of the other bungalow owners have agreed. So because 8 of them have agreed, you've lost your right not to sell your bungalow. This is our thing. I tried to put it in an analogy. Now you can give me one counter analogy.
No, I'm not giving you a counter analogy. I'm basically saying that as far as the government is concerned on the land issue, and it is of course a U-turn on the part of the BJP and the NDA, but this now seems to be
BJP,
the viable
NDA,
route.
UPA, all.
The viable route where you don't actually have to come back to Parliament at all, and this can no longer be an issue that you can fight over in Parliament.
We don't have to fight over land. People know land. The whole land, Mamata, the 26 days, Singur, Nandigram, so many movements. The current land, I think what happened is it's now not in the cold storage. So it's been dropped.
Yeah.
So it was discussed. It was a bad call. We have a smirk because they say we told you so. We told Congress and BJP at that time not to get together past 213. Only 12, all the Trinamool MPs, we called it division. We voted against the land bill that time, on record.
Yeah.
This time we didn't get that opportunity. We've done the same thing.
So before I end, Derek, what is the message to the BJP and what is the message to the Congress and what is the message to the left that are watching this program from the Trinamool?
I think I don't need to give messages to the BJP or the Congress or the left. I think the message is to the people of Bengal that judge us. We are having elections in 6 months and we are sure. Look at our work, see what we've done, and we know what the people of Bengal will do. But for the rest of India who haven't perhaps seen this, okay, take a look, do a little study, ask your friends in Bengal. They will have very, very good stories to tell you. So from some of those case studies, be inspired to come to Bengal. Like Shereen has come and with a full team from CNBC, you guys are coming here and doing this program. So we're very happy you've come here. Drive around the city and see for yourself, or drive around. You're not even in Calcutta now. We are like 1 hour away. You'll be driving from Rajarhat to into the city. See for yourselves that things are looking good. Now again somebody came and made a comment about the city here. I don't want to get into that, but stuff is happening.
Okay, well, we wish you the very best of luck, Derek, and we hope...
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for joining us on Inside Kolkata, and we will keep checking in to see how much has really changed on the ground, but appreciate your time here today. With that, it's time for us to wrap up this edition of Inside Kolkata. From all of us here on the team, goodbye. Many thanks for watching.